Alright guys, this is Ricardo. I'm back, round number 2. I wasn't too happy with how I did the first time around. This time I'm with Mardu. Let's see if they do any better at the 8 o'clock pre-release for Cool Stuff Games. Alright guys, I have a second chance at the pre-release. Let's go ahead and see if I can open anything better and maybe add a better score. I'm with the Mardu Horde tonight. Got my pin, got my sticker, and I have my seeded pack, which has a Mardu Ascendancy. Let's go ahead and see what it came with. Alright. So let's see, we got this guy. This guy's really good, especially if I have a ton of creatures, just keep swinging and keep putting more into play. The Mardu banner, Mardu Blazebringer, a Ride Down, a Burn Away, Nomad Outpost, Ponyback Brigade, Mardu Skullhunter, Mardu Hordechief, Debilitating Injury. This card's really sweet. It's just a removal spell. It's pretty much what it is. It's not stab wounds good, but it's still pretty good. We have a Mardu Warshrieker, Firehoof Cavalry, a Trumpet Blast, a Valley Dasher, a Scoured Barrens, and a Canyon Lurker. Let's go ahead and open up the bigger packs. Let's see what I get out of those. Hopefully I get some sweet things that I can work with my deck. Hopefully guild colors. Clan colors, rather. Alright, so we have a Aerostorm, Mardu Hordechief again. That guy's sweet. Hooting Mandrills, Rite of the Servant, Tormenting Voice, Bloodfell Caves, Alabaster Kirin, Abomination of Godul. We have a Mystic of the Hidden Ways, a Winter Flame, Mystic Monastery, Secret Plans, and Rakshasa Death Dealer. Yeah, this is going to be sweet. And a Foil Plains, what about it? Move on to pack number 2. We have another Mardu Warshrieker, a Defiant Strike, a Crippling Chill. This card's been quite the hero. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to run it. A Rite of the Serpent, removal spell, Dragon Scale Boon, another Scoured Barrens, Embodiment of Spring, an Act of Treason, Ifrit Weapon Master, Siegecraft, Riverwheel Aerialist, it's a hard one to say, a Roar of the Challenge, Targus Captain, Ice Blast, tap X target creatures. If I have Ferocious, they don't untap. Off-color rare, but still not bad. Alright. More on-colored stuff. A Tracker, a Swift Kick, Sage Eye Harrier, We Fate. This card's sweet. It's just divination for one more, but it's instant, so that's great. Molting Snakeskin, Woolly Loxodon, Shambling Attendants, Jeskai Banner, a Naturalize, Jungle Hollow, a Jeskai Charm, a Seeker of the Waves, Murderous Cut, sweet, Rakshasa Vizier. That is awesome. Not on color, but still a really good card to play. I might be able to splash Boo, we'll see. And then I got the sweet Goblin token and a Plains. Alright, we need more on-colored stuff if I'm going to be playing Mardu. I might have to play something else though, guys. And gals. Can't forget about the gals. They should come first, I'm sorry. Alright, we have a Monastery Flock, Leaping Master, Mardu Hateblade, Treasure Cruise, Dragon Scale Boon, Molting Snakeskin, another Jungle Hollow, Highland Game, this guy's pretty good, an Abzan Guide, Unyielding Krumar, an Abzan Battle Priest, an Incremental Growth, Dragon's Eye Savants, and a Dune Blast. Alright, another off-color rare, but, you know, we'll see what we can do. We're probably going to be playing a lot of different decks tonight. That is the foreseeable future. Last pack. We have a Leaping Master. We have a Rush of Battle. A Disdainful Stroke. Swift Kick. Alpine Grizzly. A Sultai Scavenger. Swift Water Cliffs. Throttle. Scout the Borders. Lens of Clarity. Goblin Slide. A Gurmag Swiftwing. A Heart Piercer Bow, and Herald of Anafenze. Sweet. So probably not going to be playing Mardu, but we definitely got a lot of sweet rares out of this. Definitely a lot that are going to be in our junk colors. We got, let's see, we got Doom Blast, We got a Visor. We got a Murderous Cut. That's always welcomed. Let's see here. We have a Icy Blast. We happen to have the Rakshasa the Death Dealer. And that is it. So, we got a little bit of work to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to play Mardu with having these as my rares, and my uncommon is really good. But we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with this. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys for the deck tech. Hey guys, it's Ricardo. I did a lot better tonight. I went 2 and 2 instead of 1 and 3. My pool was actually pretty not so good. However, I had a lot of really good cards that were very synergistic with my plan. My plan was to land 1 threat, and then with Molting Snakeskin, just destroy my opponent. Now, there isn't anything in this format that says destroy target creature, it cannot be regenerated, that people are going to have a lot of. If any, I can't really think of anything. The cards like Throttle it gets around, but that's about it. Now, most of the time when I had this on a creature, I was able to just swing in with, you know, the Kirin, or you know, Herald of Anafenze sometimes just able to get in there, because I had Mardu's Ascendancy, so sometimes I was just getting a token anyway, and they're always going to be warriors. Now, one thing that I was unfortunate enough to not get was I didn't get enough of these guys. The Abzan Battle Priest are creatures with similar abilities that would interact with my creatures with 1/1 counters. I know that it's more or less an Abzan kind of thing, but with Mardu you still have access to black and white, so therefore you should have a lot more Outlast creatures, but I didn't have too many, but even so it still wasn't that bad. Now if you notice, I do have a lot of removal spells. I have Burn Away, which I really liked. Just pretty much just says kill target creature in this format. Another really good thing is if I ever got to play against Sultai and I resolved that spell, all of their delve cards got shut off. Another really great card that I had a lot of fun with was Ride Down. A lot of people are playing 1/5s or 0/5s that I could just swing into and just they wouldn't never expect it coming. Like I would gain trample and I just blow them out that way. Throttle was also a really good card. It's kind of cost effective, but Lash to the Whip back from forever ago, I believe it was Scars of Mirrodin? That card was insane. And this card's pretty good too. I mean, 5 mana, kill target creature for the most part in this format. Murderous Cut was actually a very big winner. With the Delve, it was very easy to cast anything. Because I have so many cards that are instant speed and they just go straight to the graveyard, I was able to cast that pretty efficiently on 3 or 2 mana sometimes. Aerostorm was, it was okay. There was a lot of times where I really wished it was an instant. I had to, play it a lot on my turn, which is meh. But there were some times where it was just like Lava Axe you, and it was just fine doing that. But otherwise, it was, destroy target creature for the most part, because most creatures in this format only have a toughness of 4. Unless you're playing against Teamer, then their guys are pretty ridiculous. Another thing to note is I played with these guys yesterday as well, the Mardu Warshriekers. They have raid, and whenever I attack the turn, if they enter the battlefield, add Mardu Clan colors to my mana pool. It was very effective in casting that and then just playing a guy with Morph, or casting that and then playing a Mardu Hordechief, or playing that and then a Mardu Ascendancy, which is a little backwards as far as combat's considered, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes it's just incredibly efficient to play that guy, and I was very happy with how he worked out. I mean, even if you're not playing these colors, even if you're playing just red, green, blue, you're still getting a morph creature out of it, or you're paying a 3-drop, or you're helping towards the cost of a bigger creature. So it still always retains value, regardless of what clan you're in, unless you're not playing red. Then you can't play him at all, obviously. Another really good card that I had was Seeker of the Way. With the deck build like I had, there's a lot of times just swinging with a 3/3 lifelinker for 2 mana, which is incredibly effective. Another card that a lot of people were afraid of was Mardu Hateblade. The Hateblade, I was just able to just swing in every turn for 1, just chunk them a little bit over time, and then towards the end of the game, I just put the snakeskin on it, and just anything they had to block with was going to die regardless of how big it was. I never have to worry about them blocking early game, but late game they had to block because of the amount of damage they took. So this is the deck that I had. I was pretty happy with it overall. Unfortunately, there are some games where your opponent just does a little better than you, and that's fine. I came here to have fun. I feel like I achieved that. I went above and beyond what I expected with my pool on first glance. I was very disappointed with it. There wasn't a lot of really cool rares that I got. I got Herald of Anafenze, which is a lot of fun to use. But aside from that, it was pretty lackluster. But I did fairly well with it. I really can't complain. But anyway, thank you guys so much for participating with me tonight. It was a blast. Hopefully you all had a great time at your pre-release. Thanks. Hey guys, thanks for coming with me tonight. If you guys want to watch any more of our Khans of Tarkir's videos, you could always go ahead and click on the annotations, so that way you can see our playlist. Thanks guys, you have a great night.